Please, can we get your perspective on Magu's ordeal at the moment?
Ibrahim Mustafa Magu, the acting chairman of EFCC, ordeal didn't start today. It started even before his name was sent to the Senate, the 8th Assembly, for confirmation. When it was rejected, when he was not given sufficient fair hearing. But the president trusted him and allowed him to continue on his job. And ever since then, the fight to get Magu out by looters in our society, looters of our economy, continued. You see, you won't do that job and expect that people will not fight you, especially when you are strong, when you are committed to your job, when you are not doing deals, when you are acting according to your brief and in the overall interest of the nation. You don't expect everybody to like you. Yes, for those downtrodden people of Nigeria, you are trying to recover the loot back to them. Yeah, they'll be happy with you. But for the very few that have not only held us to the jugular, but also our economy, there is nothing they will not do to stop you. Corrupt politicians in and out of government, including those that are facing trial, are not limited to those that are to be in court soon, have put hundreds of millions of naira together to influence government functionaries, particularly those close to the president, to get Ibrahim Magu out, either by crook or by hook. I raised that alarm 3 weeks ago. You see, it is even good. The Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, brought allegations to the fore against Ibrahim Magu. It is good. Now, confront him with those allegations. Let him respond to them item by item with evidence. Then it will be clear to President Muhammadu Buhari, to Nigerians, both corrupt and uncorrupt alike. Then we will know whether Ibrahim Magu is doing the job according to his brief, or whether there is an orchestrated attempt, a plot to get him out. It will be clear to President Buhari who is lying and who is saying the truth. Ibrahim Magu, I can tell you, you see, this our involvement in this thing, particularly myself and a few others, started even from the time of Ribadu. But as time goes on, as corruption increases, we increase our tempo. Our tempo is higher now. And we have checked Magu. And I don't want to preempt anything. I will be shocked. I will be shocked to my bone marrows if those that put up the allegation will be able to prove them. I don't know if you read Professor Dekunle yesterday night. Professor Dekunle is in a position to know. He knows about this power play. President Buhari should know without blinking that this thing Magu is doing for him and for Nigeria is the only thing left in his 3 cardinal programs, to the promises to the Nigerian people. That's the only thing left. And by the time they pull it down, we would have sung our non-benitus on the fight against corruption. I'm not saying Magu is indispensable, but I'm saying emphatically, without contradiction, that so far, of all those that have been there, Magu stands tall as the best EFCC chairman we have ever produced. I have no interest in this matter. I could keep quiet. Since the last intervention, I have been under serious attack. Friends have been calling me. What is your own about Magu? Leave these people to kill them. Allow them, it's not them. Not, I said, come on. We are talking of our common patrimony. If I were right, and I were the odd person out, it doesn't matter. That was the position of Margaret Thatcher when she was Prime Minister. So, the embarrassment of yesterday is shameful. Nobody can clap for that. It's good DSS came and denied it. Everybody denied it, yes. But ask me, Magu was arrested yesterday.
Isn't it an irony that in 2016,
yes,
the report that led to Magu's denial of confirmation
yes.
in the Senate came from the SSS?
Yes.
Now in 2020, the same, let me say, under the same presidency,
yes,
a report is coming from the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation against Magu.
Yes.
These are both agencies under President Muhammadu Buhari.
Yes.
Against this same man.
Yes.
How do you look at the whole scenario?
You see, our parents sent us to school so that we can acquire knowledge. And in acquiring your knowledge, you should use your inner sense. That inner sense, Yorubas call it Ori-inu. The Igbos call it Akonuche. You must apply it. The answer to your question is, there must be something in this man that people don't want him to be around, and that is positive. The president knew why he overruled everybody and left him. The president knew why. If you go to the president's house, he will tell you, I don't believe them. If not, Buhari would have removed him. It's a question of, let us change tactics. Don't forget, DSS had 2 reports. I have written all the reports on Magu to the Senate. It has been one-sided, even by the press. They forgot that the first report was in favor of Magu, signed by the same authority. Later on, there was another report, signed by the same person, to the National Assembly against Magu. But when press, unfortunately, when they are reporting about that report, they forgot about the first report signed by the same person, saying he is a fit and proper person. After a few days, another report came signed by the same person to National Assembly, Club of National Assembly, that is not fit to hold public office. So you see, at times I stay like many Nigerians. We are together on Sunday. Everybody almost wept about our country. I love Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian. I will die a Nigerian, and nothing will make me shake. But that Nigeria is not this one we are looking at. People must speak out so that we can have a better country that we are going to leave for our offsprings. If it was DSS yesterday, it was Attorney General's office today. You put 2 and 2 together. What is the problem? In that last interview, I said President Muhammadu Buhari called Magu because of all this problem. Simple. This is a man President acknowledged on June 12th that he has recovered over 800 billion naira cash. He has recovered property worth billions of naira, and so on and so forth. The fight to remove Magu has nothing to do with his performance. It has nothing to do with incompetence. It has nothing to do with corruption or lack of integrity or character. The fight against Magu is, this man is a stumbling block and we must put him away. I think the matter is in the public domain. And the outcome of the panel must be made public with Magu's response, so that Nigerians will decide on their own whether everybody has been hoodwinked into this plot to kill the fight against corruption. I said to your people that this is corruption fighting back. That was 2 weeks ago. If I tell you the number of attacks I received. Even this one I'm saying now. Those who are corrupt, or those who have intention of getting corrupt, will be saying, they must have given him $50 million, $100 million. That's why he's talking like this. I have no interest. I've never taken brief from EFCC. I won't take their brief. I've asked nothing from Magu. I will take nothing from Magu. This is a patriotic position, which I must always take. And people, they know me, including people in government. I know those that have called me to back out and back off. I say, no, this is our common patrimony. It's like telling me to forget about billions of naira looted from my state. You say we should forget it? Look at, people are dying anyhow because there's no health sector. Here, you have a situation where billions have been voted for a particular project that has to do with health. No kobo is put there. People are dying like chicken. They say it's by coronavirus. Even those that are dying for other things is as a result of complications with the COVID-19. It is because the money meant for fixing and establishing these things have been cattered away by irresponsible people who got to position by mere providence. So Magu's fight is, let us now see it. Give him, confront him with those allegations. Let him answer them one after the other. Let it be on the public domain. There should be no cover-up. Then after that, if he has other informations to his knowledge that led to this last onslaught, he should make it available to the public. Then Nigerians will know who is for them and who is working against them.
Okay, lastly, sir, do you see this Justice Ayo Salami panel from giving Magu fair here?
You see, Justice Ayo Salami, when he was in the Court of Appeal, is one of the best brains we have. I'm talking of them. Excellent jurists with character and integrity. He has retired. I don't know what has happened to him since then. But when I heard his name, I said, at least he will follow the due process of law. These accusations against Magu is to be proved beyond reasonable doubt. It's criminal accusation. It's not something you just say probability of evidence. It's proved beyond reasonable doubt. And he who asserts must prove it. That is the position of our law. So it's not a question of putting things up. Look at the way he was embarrassed yesterday. If a commissioner of police, he's under somebody, even in his career, line of career. Call his boss, AIG or DIG, we want Magu to appear here. They will call him, they'll tell the security man, Magu will appear there. Do you have to do that show of shame yesterday to bring him? These are what some of the reasons people are saying what we are doing is media trial. But go to the internet and see the reaction of people since yesterday. I didn't know that Magu has such large followership in the country. People with brain, not those who are benefiting from those who stole our money. Those are the ones attacking. If you check them out, you discover that they're beneficiaries of the stolen money. When Tafa Balogu IG was treated in such a ignoble manner, I was one of those that condemned it. That there was a better way to treat him. You have come back now to treat a commissioner of police like that. As if he's a common criminal on the street. And I'm sure those who went on that operation are under him in rank. This is why you have indiscipline in the system. People in position should reject illegal and illegitimate orders. If you are given an illegitimate order, reject it, no matter the cost. Commissioner of Police, Nigerian Police Force. That even as I am as a common man, you want me, take a call. I'll be there. You don't have to come and show shame of you as if you have power, disgrace yourself. You didn't disgrace Magu. So, what happened yesterday was an arrest of Magu. Go and interpret it. He said, I have something in the first report. Let me go and come back. From the report, they say, no, you have to go this one. This is important. Is that not an arrest? That is an arrest. So, let us see how it goes. And it's good it is now in the public. Those of us who have been in this struggle, let us see it. You say he has 4 houses. Bring the houses, put the addresses. Let us know the owners. He has transferred money overseas through somebody. Bring the person, show us the accounts. It's not just by saying it. This is not Yabis of the village square. We are on a serious government matter now. You say he sold confiscated vehicles, confiscated whatever. Let us know them. At least let us settle this matter once and for all. So Justice Salami, I'm sure, will go by the principles of law. He's an experienced jurist. He left unceremoniously. But I think if it is Ayo Salami, I think he will not allow himself to be hoodwinked or to be bamboozled or to be influenced by characters that do not wish Nigeria well. Characters who are not part of Buhari's vision to kill corruption. Not everybody that is working Buhari likes this fight against corruption. Maybe you don't know. Not everybody. Some are looting now and they know their day of reckoning will come. Those who helped themselves during Jonathan and Obasanjo, are they not the ones being tried now? It will not stop. So long as you have somebody who is ready to do the right thing, they will fight him. Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was here before his ascension. When he was walking on earth, what did he do? Nothing. They killed him. Even one of his 12 betrayed him. So who are you that will not receive the treatment Moses with you? But we are assured that at the end of the day, at the end of the tunnel, there shall be light. Once your hands are clean, you have nothing to fear. We have been getting reports of what transpired yesterday up to today. But let us keep them. Because Nigerians now want to see, is this Magu real or not? That he is living in a house of 400 million naira. I laugh. I laugh. I can tell you that is arrant nonsense. He's not living in any house of 400 million, neither the furnishing. As we are working on these matters, we're also using our sense to check. Those of us from the civil society and other places, if we find something like that, we'll say it. We'll say it. We have found none. And if we find one today, we'll say so. There should be no cover-up.